Morning, everybody. Woke up late. I was up late. Don't have work today. Doesn't matter. Unfortunately, Kate does work today, so I want to go grab us some food. Gonna get some burritos, quesadillas. As you can see, it's beautiful and rainy out. Supposedly, it's supposed to be rainy for the next week. Scarlett hates the rain, so that's gonna be fun. Walking her. Try to edit another video. I'm finally caught up. I edited 3 last night, which is great. So now we're back on our normal schedule. I try to stick to it. I've been sleeping really late the past couple of days. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that this week. I'm determined. I haven't given it much thought yet, but I have made the commitment to do it in my head. So obviously you guys will come along that journey with me. Alright, I'll be right back. Dumping, dude. God damn, it's raining so hard. Even with the umbrella, I still managed to get everything wet. Look at the inside of my car. Soaked. Anyways, we got the goods.
Did you just shut her up with a kiss?
He said, I'll do what you want to do, you do what I want to do. Because
wow.
We have to explore it.
Whoa! Yuck!
I need to see where it's at. Nothing after. I don't know why I did that, because it's been my decision.
Headed back home now. Taking it really slow the past few days. Just letting myself rest and slow down. It feels like I've been doing this thing for a while, but this video is either video 19 or 20 out of 75, so that's not even a third of the way there yet. I feel like it's slowly starting to become part of my daily routine. I'm still figuring out how it fits in my daily routine with balance of doing everything else I need to do. I definitely feel like I'm getting used to speaking to the camera more. I express myself through these videos, share my thoughts, my fears, things like that. And I feel like there is value to that. Would I consider that art? But would I consider that creating? Definitely would consider that creating. Something that I go back and forth about is like, there's so much content out there, bunch of content creators, especially, with AI and how easy it is and how accessible it is. It just keeps getting more easy and accessible to put out a bunch of slop. And what's the difference with what I'm making, both contributing to the endless amount of content that people can consume? And I don't really have an answer to that. I think mine's a little bit more selfish. I use this as an outlet, like a journal, but I also share it in case somebody can resonate with what I'm saying. But it also helps me practice becoming a better speaker. I'm a very introspective person, if you couldn't tell by the type of content that I've been making. I'm not really a loud person. I don't speak really unless I'm spoken to. I'm pretty quiet until you get to know me. I have a lot of opinions, but I often find it more of a hassle to speak them aloud and explain myself, because I feel like I don't really need to explain myself to people and insert my opinions when they're not asked for. But I do think that hampers my ability to speak aloud concisely. And this has been very insightful, to look back. I obviously have to cut down a lot of what I say because I speak pretty slowly. I have a lot of pauses in my speech because I'm thinking about what I want to say and trying to be intentional about the words that are coming out of my mouth. I also mumble a lot. I've noticed the words kind of jumble together and there's no beginning and end to each word. I've been trying to improve that aspect of my life, and I think this is helping. Storytelling, through speaking, I'm learning whether or not something works and how I can paint a better picture for you if I'm just speaking to the camera. How can I take you through an experience if all you're seeing is me and you're listening to my words? How can I help you follow along? I think that's a good skill to have in life. I've always been a very quiet kid. There's something that is cathartic about spilling out my thoughts and releasing them into the abyss of the internet, being so vulnerable publicly, and anybody can see it, but I don't really feel like I have much to hide. Most importantly, I'm staying true to myself with the things that I'm saying, and even more so, I feel like that's not something that I should feel like I need to shield. Obviously, in hindsight, looking back, it could be completely wrong. It's been really helpful to just turn the camera on and have no plan for what I'm gonna say. I feel like these little pieces of thoughts that have been ruminating quietly find their way to the surface, and I'm able to exorcise them through speaking to you guys. It helps me pretend like nobody's watching these videos because, obviously it's different. Like, as of right now, I have 50 subscribers. If I was in a room with 50 people, I don't think that I would feel comfortable enough to say the things that I'm saying so honestly and without fear of judgment. I'd like to. I'd like to build up to that. But yeah, more than anything, it's really been therapeutic, I would say. And fun, really. Just having these memories, It's kind of cool to think, like, in 20 years from now, I'll be able to look back at this point in my life and have, like, a 75-day window into what my life looked like. I think really that's another reason why I love making videos. It really helps me internalize the experiences that I go through and reflect on, what were the most meaningful moments for me? What were the things that I noticed as I was experiencing these things? Having these videos to look back on every once in a while serves a really good purpose for me. It allows me to appreciate, those moments of life. Unlock these lost memories. Or through watching the video, I can remember what it was like to be there, what it sounded like, what it smelled like, what it felt like. I think it's also helped me a lot with my work-life balance. Finding something that I love doing and that I can pour my attention and heart into outside of my primary income source has made it more bearable. My fear about that is, is that settling? But for now, it seems to be working.